In round number 16 of silver for the Austrian Grand Prix, and I gotta say, this is probably one of the best tracks, isn't it, on the calendar? I love this track. This is probably is in terms of drama, this is absolutely spectacular. It really is. Then last night was absolutely brilliant, wasn't it? Because we only had 2 retirements in last night's race, and it was very, very well behaved. But I have a feeling that there will be some kind of action in this silver, no doubt about that at all. As I quickly get up the old stream as well, and give it a good old like as well. Anyone else who wants to give it a like, then feel free. As you can see, we've got a couple of cars coming on track already. We had a bit of rain, didn't we, in Q1 last night, didn't we? It was a bit of a sprinkling. Well, when I say sprinkling, it was a downpour, wasn't it, before before it calmed down for Q2 and Q3. And we just got a couple of cars out on track right now. Then this is going to be a very interesting race and session. Very good indeed. Then Lights said, evening, Sean. Good evening, Lights. We've also got Glock. Evening, Sean. Evening, all. And of course, I do owe Glock an apology, as I kind of didn't crown him champion last week, even though I should. But I hope you'll watch the expert edited highlights, which I gotta say, I tell you what, I might get a phone call from Steven Spielberg after that to try to make up for the mess it was last week. Goodness me. But yeah, Glock has won the world championship. He is the first man in this is the earliest anyone has ever won an ALR championship, whether it's gold, silver or bronze, albeit bronze only in its third race, then, so it'll be impressive if anyone won it from there. But yeah, brilliant stuff there from Glock. Absolutely fantastic, wasn't he, all season. He has been brilliant, hasn't he? He's superhuman sometimes, isn't he, Glock? I do sound very biased towards Glock, but I gotta say, he is absolutely fantastic, isn't he? He really is. And I got to say, he's been magnificent. As Ryan Matey is out on track at the moment, and in the McLaren, doing a very good job actually from McLaren, hasn't he? He's jumped up a couple of positions. And let's talk about the championship, shall we then? Of course, Glock is the world champion of silver, then the first ever silver champion after only 15 rounds for a 21 round season. I think that is even earlier than in the Formula 1 world, isn't it? Where I think Hamilton won it in round 17 one year, didn't he? So that is absolutely phenomenal stuff from Glock. Really good stuff indeed then. Droffer, second of all, 179 points back. He also he pointed out in the interviews last week that I've made a horrific mistake afterwards. I'm glad I did say on the stream now, because that so he did splur my blushes there, but goodness me, then I was as red as my hair. Yeah, in third position we got Alhan, and Alhan doing a fantastic job. Remember, he didn't start until Monaco, till round 3 or 4 of the season, didn't he? And he's been incredible, hasn't he, in the Haas. Very good stuff indeed. Those are the promotion places at the moment. Just into the pits comes Matey at the moment then as well. I'm not ignoring you. I am just trying to quickly go through the championship standings whilst I have a minute too. Let's take a look at Jake Wilson as he comes up to the line as well in the Mercedes. He goes faster so far on a 05 at 403. It's a quick old blast around this circuit, isn't it? It's quicker than the Hit Cup, isn't it? That's how quick this race track is. It's fantastic, it really is. Then there's a second Mercedes coming through now, Paulie Orange, who had a problem with his PlayStation just a minute ago, so hopefully that's just got rid of the gremlin straight away. He is faster so far, but Andre is second fastest. Well, then got Vitor in third position then as I come through thick and fast. Droffer then, the man who's second in the championship, is first at the moment then. Going back to the championship, YBR is in fourth position. He's missed a lot of races, but he's still in fourth. Fantastic stuff from YBR. 00 in fifth position then in the second race and point. Serious Mushroom is sixth for Serious Mushroom. FIFA's moved up one position whilst Kingzone was dropped down to 8th. He's had a bit of bad luck, hasn't he, at all in Kingzone. There he is now, just trying to get himself wound up and ready to go then. He is down in 8th position. Ghost Recon in 9th position. Good stuff. And Paulie Orange is 10th then. Ryan Matey moved up 7 positions last time out, didn't he? He's gone up to 13. Fantastic stuff. Flea also moving up a position after getting an extra point in the Ferrari. He is up to 17th. Everyone else is dropped down 1 or 2 positions. In the Constructors, it's as you were before. It is Red Bull who is leading the Constructors Championship. They cannot win the Constructors this weekend, so this week, which does blur my blushes quite a bit, because yeah, I'm not very good with big numbers, which is my excuse anyway. Ghost Recon coming into the line as well, and he's 7th fastest at the moment. Good stuff there from the Williams driver. Fran is also coming out of turn 3 as well. Lovely. Haas, so yeah, if Red Bull get 1-2 here today, then that means they're 4 points off of being crowned champions in the next race in Abu Dhabi there. So yeah, that's a good place to win it, isn't it? So Haas is second at the moment. Toro Rosso in third position. Very close actually between the Haas, Toro Rosso and the Racing Point. 24 points separates Haas and Toro Rosso. 30 points separates Toro Rosso and Racing Racing Point. Then McLaren are a further 11 points back. Mercedes in 6th position. Renault 7th. Then we've got Williams 8th. Alfa 9th. And Ferrari in 10th position. And it is so close from 2nd down to 10th position that it's actually closer between those positions than it is between 1st and 2nd. And that just shows how dominant Red Bull have been and how incredible Glock has been. He really has been, hasn't he? As I do sing his praises a lot, don't I? I think it's more of the Glock show, isn't it? You may notice there's an unfamiliar name at the moment on the track there. Of course, that's Danny 2000 AD. That is actually, you might recognise the car number on the car as well. That is actually Razor, or Razor. It's to us, is what I should say, but I call him Razor. Gives him a good odour. It gives him an extra flavour, doesn't it? As he's come through the 2nd intermediate now. So yeah, Razor is racing under a different disguise tonight there. We thought we didn't recognise him, but there he is there. And he's even got a similar helmet to what he normally has. Good stuff indeed there from Razor. Hats off. So lovely stuff indeed. And he comes through the final couple of corners as well. And hopefully he could, him and Flea can start to drag Ferrari off the bottom of the constructors at the moment. Ferrari have never done too well in the ALR Championship, have they? And so that's I think we do have a vendetta against them, don't we? The Scuderia on board with Smithy, who is making his debut tonight. Lovely over the shoulder shot as well from Smithy as he comes over the crest as well, cutting it. Filling in for of course YBR then is Smithy as well. Then Diaz, double zero has gone fast as his teammate. Let's see what Smithy can do as he comes over the line. He goes a little fast moment. Good stuff there from Smithy D. Love it. Ryan Matey's back out of Dragon Boat. So is LP as well then, as he's coming over the crest of the hill as well. Going back to the Drivers' Championship, in the bottom 3 at the moment is actually LP, Silent Shifting and Jake Wilson. In terms of relegation, it might get a bit confused. There's all kinds of percentages and stuff involved, but at the moment, because I think that it'd be unfair to relegate anyone who's only raced in a couple of races, wouldn't it? So, anyways, LP is one of those drivers that is on the cusp at the moment, isn't it? As well as Silent Shifting and also Jake Wilson as well. Gosh, I'm all the way behind him. Both Haas's then are currently in the bottom. As Glock is retired from the session. I think I've missed something unless Glock has got unless Glock is sulking in the pit lane because I didn't crown him champion last week. To be honest, it would have been. Hopefully, I think Glock is. There's a rumor going around that Glock might have a mic, so I'm hoping that we talk to Glock before the end of the season and just we want to hear his insight about this season as well, hasn't he? He's a record breaker, isn't he? Of course, Silver didn't have any records up until the season, and I think that the records that he's actually published this year is going to stay for a very long time indeed. So. Yeah, hats off to Glock. I think he's been absolutely incredible. He really has. Then as Serious Mushroom there is a second down at the moment, so he'll be coming back in the pits in a minute. As Alhan is also in the pits as well. Going back to the old comments there as well. Light saying, "How's things, pal? Not too bad at all. I've got fibre now, so I've actually got a decent internet connection or interweb. Touch wood, and hopefully I don't have any internet problems there. But I've kind of really tested the elements for that. I'm not even V-Todd there is testing the elements of that McLaren, isn't he? In 4th position moment. Lovely stuff from V-Todd then. The traditional pink and black helmet. I love that. A bit of Bret Hart colours as well. I love it. As we have also got as well as we've also got Michael there also giving us a good old wave then. Like saying, well done, world champ Glock. Do it for Red Bull now. Well, as I said, Red Bull are a 1-2 here today, and then a 1-2 here today, and a fast as that. We're getting within 4 points of the constructors' crown. Incredible stuff indeed there. Really good stuff indeed. As we've also got Noonda saying Team Racing Point. Good stuff indeed then. As we have also got Emerson. Hello Emerson. How are you? Andre. Hello. We've also got Ryan saying try and have some fun, see how far I can get up the race there. As I think Glock is just enjoying himself out there at the moment, isn't he? A shout out to Smithy D for his debut trial race tonight. Yeah, good luck, Smithy. I hope you do well tonight. And we've also got we've got a Glock there saying I'm too kind to V-Todd there is parked in the pit lane at the moment as I was looking down. I think he's just waiting for his teammate Ryan Matey there just to get out of the way. Here's just B there coming through the middle sector as well. We've also got Frano on the lap as King's was out there as well. We stay with just B for now then, and here he comes then flying through the second sector as well. Yeah. yeah, to be honest, I think that Glock has been absolutely phenomenal, hasn't he? Really, I think just put in a nutshell, really, isn't it? Brilliant stuff indeed. Then, as we've also got Emerson in lights there, just having a good old chat in the comment section as well. Oh, just B is invalidated this time. That's not good at all. It's going to have to go around again. Unfortunately, just B is Fran out on track. So we've got 5 tenths a second for King Zone. He is out of the drop zone, but only just by 200 to a second. He comes over the grid hatches now. He's 14 fast mode. Smithy D has gone down into 15th position. Of course, he's having a try race tonight, but good luck to Smithy. And I think that you will do us proud. And there's a lot going on in France steering wheel there. Goodness me. Very good stuff indeed. Then Droffer has correctly pointed out this is 00's home race tonight. Of course, being from Austria as well. It's great to see. It's great to see 00 in the Austrian Grand Prix. And currently, he's currently fast as well. Then, can he do the former greats of Austria, the likes of Gerhard Berger and Niki Lauda? Can he do him proud as well? And Alex Wurz, I liked Alex Wurz. He's probably not described as a great, is he? But I think that when he first came on the scene in '97 in Formula 1 in the Belgian team, my goodness me, he was quick. He was quicker than a hiccup, wasn't he? Frank coming over the line. He's 9 tenths of a second slower then, and just B is cruising at the moment, so we'll leave him to it then. So here, Serious Mushroom out on track, but we're going to keep it on Alhan at the moment. He is third in the Drivers' Championship. Oh, fantastic stuff. As 00 has just retired then as well. As Young Likes is asking if there's any rain, Glock has just confirmed it's dry quality and race. Good stuff indeed then. And Glock also got the wrong emoji there. Don't worry about it. I always throw the wrong emoji out. I got to say my favourite emoji at the moment is actually a cake. So you can tell when I'm happy as I send that emoji through. Here comes Alhan. Is he going to be happy? Oh, I would say he'd be fairly happy with that. He's in 5th position. Good stuff indeed there from Alhan then. Lovely stuff then, as he has gone into 5th position at the moment. Serious Mushrooms 1.2 seconds up then in the second sector then. So he's coming through the final turn as well. Yellow flags is fluttering for the Ferrari guys. Both Ferraris doing well at the moment. They raise our 9th position and Mike in 14th position. Serious Mushroom is still in the drop zone. He's still in the danger zone, isn't he? As he's just gone wide there. So when Fran is back out on track about, but no, he's back in the pits as well. Look at the sunshine bursting down here on this incredible circuit. This is of course it's such a simple track, isn't it? Look on the right hand side there. There's only 9 turns on this circuit, isn't it? Well, technically 10, but I claim 9. It's like always every time I commentate on this track, I always moan about the quarter numbers, but yeah, there's technically 10 turns. Of course, that kink going up into the hairpin is classed as a turn now, isn't it? I think it's mainly for the MotoGP stuff, which no one's probably interested in at all, really, about that. But I like a good fact like that anyway. As Serious Mushroom is out on track at the moment, and I think it's not busy at the moment, is it? So we've got 5 minutes to go. It's such a short blast around here. As I said, it's only 10 turns. So. Yeah, and you can see the lap time is for 64 seconds, isn't it? So really, you can come out of the pits very late indeed, can't you? So yeah, we can probably get 3 runs actually in qualifying 3, which is exciting enough, isn't it? It's exciting enough to have 2, let alone 3. Goodness me, it really is. Then, as Emerson said, that's because you've got a lot of cake, Sean, and I hope he's all about my posterior. Here comes Mike as he's coming down into turn 3 right now. Then it's a very difficult turn 3 off camber. Then he's at 10th. Second up there. We've also got Forza. Hello. He's saying hello, Shirley. I'm like, hello, Zaki. Hope you're well as well tonight on this fine Monday afternoon. Then, of course, Mondays that used to be so blue, so down. Oh goodness me, Mike is almost going over to the gravel there. Of course, yeah. Well, I think Verstappen had a spin there, didn't he? What year? 2018 was it, or 17? I think it was 18, wasn't it? This is the last corner for Mike. Then Caddy, getting very squirmy on the front. Then the Ferrari. Of course, Ferrari have been infamous around here. He's moved at 13th. I think Mike had a very good race in gold yesterday, didn't he? And I wonder that if he could have a strong race here today as well. We're looking forward to that. Here comes Race R. He's invalidated. His time is going to have to go around again then. But we'll leave him to it. King Zone is still on track at the moment. He's trying to just pound around at the moment. King Zone is. He's a 10th for a second down. Then Smithy, what is he doing? He's 3/10 of a second up as it comes through the final curve. And he is away. Let's see what he can do then. He is 5/10 of a second up. That's a good time from Smithy. Wow, that's a very good time indeed. He's improved by half a second, which means that has slotted him back into 12th position. Absolutely love it. Brilliant stuff indeed there. And David Patterson, go on, Smithy lad. And he has done very well indeed, hasn't he? Moved himself into 12th. Lovely stuff indeed then. Mike is a 10th for a second down. We'll leave him to it. What about King Zone? King Zone was 3/10 for a second into the abyss at the moment. And not for the, one thing that I usually don't say this too often, but both Red Bulls are actually 9th and 12th. Of course, Glock there is out of qualified already. He has put his feet up, and I think he's just enjoying the qualifying session, which of course he hasn't really been. Well, he's enjoyed a lot of qualifying sessions this year, hasn't he? He's been on pole position 12 times in 14 qualifying appearances this season. That is incredible, isn't it? That's fantastic. That is basically almost 100% strike rate, isn't it? The only time when he didn't get pole position, I think, was actually 00, wasn't it? So brilliant stuff indeed then, as fantastic stuff. And Smithy is 7 seconds down at the moment. We've got also Razor, who is in 9th position at the moment as well, as we're just watching Razor. I'm just going to say Ward then. Danny Ward? No, I'm not even saying Danny Ward then. Of course, goalkeeper for Liverpool, used to be. I think, isn't he on loan somewhere now? He's on loan at Leicester already, or he was. 9-10 saying, Just B. Oh, this is a much better time for Just B. That's going to put him in front of Fran, and maybe even Serious Mushroom then. So this is a much better time for Just B in the red border. He comes over the crest of the hill into turn 8 now. As Mike's saying, is Glock going to set a time? No, because Glock is out of qualifying, and unfortunately then, so that's unfortunate for Glock, and it's kind of 00 go for his third pole position of his career. Just B is still in the drop zone at the moment. 1 minute to go in this session. Well, 1 3/4 minutes, I should say. Just B then coming over the curve as well. Then we got Toro also behind as well. That is Kingdom. He is strong at this stage, isn't he? I think Kingdom has been just a shout out to Kingdom as well. I think he has appeared in every single race this season. I think he's been in all 15 races so far. That's a fantastic achievement. I'm just looking down my list, and I don't think anyone else has actually done all 15 races apart from Kingdom. So well done to Kingdom. Hats off. Indeed, we've got some. Of course, we've had Glock, who's appeared in 14 races. We've had Serious Mushroom in 14 races, and VTOD in 14 races as well. But yeah, Kingdom has been the perfect attendee, hasn't he? Yeah, he's really strong in the last couple of races. He's been involved in some shenanigans, hasn't he? Whether in terms of collisions and stuff. So hopefully he can have a clean one here tonight. Serious Mushroom's not improving enough for him, but Serious Mushroom is a fantastic racer, isn't he? Both Williamses are fantastic in the race. They've really climbed up the grid, haven't they? Of course, Granty, a big fan of the Williams, isn't he? Come through the final turn then as well, and let's see what he could do then. And Serious Mushroom goes up to the line. He goes in the 15th fence, so he is now into qualifying 2. And let's see what we could do then as well. And so Serious Mushroom then is now in the well, I was going to say he was in, but he's now back out again, because I think his teammate Ghost has just moved up into 9th position at the moment. Good stuff indeed then. So that he has dropped down as well. Kingdom is back out on track. We also got Fran as well. That's not Fran. That's Fran, and we're going to leave Fran to it for the minute. Yellow flag, because that's a McLaren. That's a McLaren off the track. Who is it? It's VTOD, I think, who's taking an excursion. Oh, he's doing a bit of grass cutting up there. So yeah, of course. Once again, Kingdom is struggling once again. Is he? It's a 10th for a second up. Look at that car rocking backward and forward. There's the 9700 second up in the second sector, and let's go over the curve as well. And he's coming over the crest, isn't he? And let's see what Kingdom can do then into the pits. There comes VTOD. I think he should be safe, VTOD, even with the track evolution through turn 9 as well. And my goodness me, getting very skittish there as well. Coming through the final turn, is Kingdom going to do? He's out of deployment. He is a 10th for a second down there, and the checker flag is about to fall there, isn't it? Just B is out qualifying. We have lost the Serious Mushroom as well. We've also lost Glock, believe it or not. Now is I think Kingdom. I don't think he's got enough, has he? He's crawling. Kingdom is out of qualifying. What a shame. Here comes Fran. He's 2/10 a second up. That is not enough. He needs a major final sector here. Comes over the line. Ghost is retired from the session. And let's have a look. And he is 50th. He is through into qualifying. Into qualifying 2. Fantastic stuff. What about Mike then? So Mike is on the cusp in the Ferrari car 29 then. And here he comes then. Very reminiscent of the 99 car, isn't it? With the Mikasalo helmet. Of course, Mikasalo made his debut for Ferrari back in 99, didn't he? Let's go on board with Mike now then. Can he get through then? He has got to find, oh goodness me, he's got to find the minimal amount of time there, about 400 a second. This is the last corner. Then here he comes then, riding a bit of the curve, and DRS is wide open. Is he through? He is through, and in 9th position then. And that is unfortunately dropped Fran out of qualifying. What a shame. And Kingdom also out of qualifying as well. Let's take stock then. Unfortunately, we've lost Fran in 16th position. 17th position is Serious Mushroom. Kingdom 18th, Just B in 19th, and Glock in 20th position then. So those are our 5 guys that have bit the dust then in the in the first part of qualifying. I think Five Guys is a burger restaurant, isn't it? Of course, once again, I'm on about food, really. And we've only been on air for 18-20 minutes, haven't we? And I've already spoke about food more than I can count. King's Own coming over to the line as well then. But I think Forza's just made a very good point now. King's Own is better in the race than qualifying. Indeed he is. King's Own is a very strong racer, isn't he? It's very good, actually, because I think Silver has a very good balance of very good qualifiers and very good racers, isn't it? And I think that has produced some fantastic racing over the season. The midfield has been absolutely brilliant. It's like the 2014 season of Formula 1, isn't it? Where, well, let's just say Glock is basically the Mercedes, where he's just wandering away, and then everyone behind him is just battling away, isn't it? Really good stuff indeed then. So let's just confirm then, out of qualifying is Glock, out of qualifying is Just Beat. That's all Red Bull back row then. That one too may not come today. King's Omen is 18th position, Serious Mushroom 17th, from Fran is in 16th position there, and they got exactly the same time, Fran and Smithy. Goodness me then, that is so harsh, isn't it? But Smithy got the time first, so he is through into qualifying too. Fantastic. And yeah, so yeah, Zaki's saying that yeah, King's Oven is much better in the racer style as well. And Emerson saying that photo you put on Facebook proved that you've got a lot of cake, Sean. One of them, in the fancy dress, yeah, of course. I do love a good dress up. Anyway, enough about my Saturday nights. This is a Monday night, isn't it? So I got to be behaved. We have also got Light saying unlucky for King's Oven. Did Smithy and Frank do exactly the same time, P15 and 16? They definitely did then. It was nip and tuck in the end, wasn't it? As out of the pits comes the Williams Williams a Ghost, and the only Williams, I tell a lie, there's two Williamses in there, isn't it? No, I think there's only one, actually. There is only one. As we've also got Andre, yes, confirm it. Cake now, 5 girls, you're making me hungry. I make a lot of people hungry. Is a dropper there is out just behind the Williams at the moment, so Ghost is out of the moment then. So I'm sure you're all on tenterhooks now, as you want to hear about the qualifying rules for qualifying 2. Last night it didn't really make too much of a difference, did it, because of the sprinkling of rain at the beginning of the race. Well, I say sprinkling of rain, it was absolutely a downpour, wasn't it? It was I gotta say, I thought it was wet tires. So so in the end then, I think that the guys that all the 20 guys that started on intermediate tires, they were absolutely amazing, weren't they? How they kept us on track. They were brilliant stuff indeed then. And Ghost Recon there sporting the Ayrton Senna helmet, cost 26 years ago on the weekend, I think it was, wasn't it? Because since we lost Roland Ratzenberger and also Ayrton Senna, of course, Barrichello also was lucky to survive that awful crash as well. And a scary old weekend that was in '94, wasn't it? And then I'd say the darkest weekend in Formula 1, and that is quite a big statement to make, isn't it? Formula 1 has a great history, but unfortunately also has a lot of negative history as well. And Ghost Recon, unfortunately, has invalidated his time, and it's going to have to go around again then. Droffer is on the soft tires there, isn't he? Yeah, just before I started waffling away there, of course, and we've got a couple of different strides out there at the moment. Remember then, the soft tires then, so if you get into the top 10, you must start on the tires which you set your fastest time on, and at the moment Droffer is on the soft tires. Then we've got medium tires for Ghost. You can tell that by the colour of the tires, and you can see on the side walls and the tires that are lovely. We just shot those brake discs glowing there from Droffer. The brake discs then growing very hot then, aren't they? And really making it work then is beautiful, isn't it? Along with Droffer's helmet as well. As I gotta say, that's one of my favourite things about Formula 1 is actually driver's helmets and driver's numbers. It really I really enjoy stuff like that. Yeah, it's just because I'm a nerd. Droffer coming over the crest of the hill as well, flying into turn 8 and turn 9 as well. Here comes car 12, and he is in turn 9 as well. And you can see that, and here he comes through the fire. I love that shot. That shot has been I think they had the shot lower. It used to be in the curb, didn't it? It was a fantastic curb shot, wasn't it? Way in the late 90s, early 2000s. Droffer goes fast at the moment. Yellow flag as one of the McLarens is having a bit of issue on the pit exit there. So Todd is coming into the pits, and that's unfortunate for Todd. Then Paulie Orange there is just coming through the final turn as well. Then we got Wilson, who's on the soft tires there. He's gone at 700 quicker road. Well done for Wilson, and good stuff indeed there from the Mercedes. Right, had 2 starts so far, Wilson has, and unfortunately he's had He hasn't had the most. Most promising of starts, has he? But nonetheless, though, he has finished both races, though, hasn't he? And that is a very good foundation. Andre has gone into third fastest mode. Paulie Orange is out there as well. And I've got to say, I'd love to finish a race or two because usually I end up in the wall. Ryan Matey coming out of turn 3, then LP coming out to the line as well. LP has been fantastic in the last couple of races, hasn't he? Remember the Italian Grand Prix? Him and Alhan had the most incredible race, didn't they? It was on the intermediate tyres, and those intermediate tyres was not the best strategy at all, and it was one lap away from the Haas drivers being absolute heroes, weren't they? And unfortunately just didn't work out. And then once again in the last race in Spain, then I think he got nerfed out, didn't he, LPE, after a very strong drive as well. So it still leads the pack. Oh, good stuff indeed. Then here comes a Razor coming up to the line. He is 5th fast at the moment, and I'm starting to get into groove. Right, Matey is invalidated this time again. That's not good at all, is it? Iceman now is coming down to turn 3, and you can see, look how much it drops away from there. We've got Mike saying that last quarter half was a Twitch moment. Can't wait to crop that one. Felt so good then, of course. And if you do like to share any of your moments, then of course throw into the Discord so that all the other drivers could had a good overview as well. Maybe we can even share a couple on the website as well. Of course, the website. So I'm doing a bit of a plug here as Iceman comes over the crest of the hill. Of course, the website, of course, the AdvancedLeagueRacing.com. We are worldwide. I feel like Pitbull, Mr. Worldwide. It's third position there for Iceman. Good 17 then, but 00's gone faster. Of course, he's in his home race tonight, isn't he? As Athlete mentioned in the comments, good stuff there from 00. He's really on it like today. He's really on it like Sonic tonight, isn't he? Matey once again invalid his time. FIFA VP going over the shoulder shot as well. Then from FIFA, lovely stuff indeed. As we've got Ryan there, just echoing the thoughts about Ayrton Senna, of course, and Roland Ratzenberger as well, of course, to drivers that lost their life, really, wasn't it? But they lost their lives doing what they love most, don't I would definitely hazard a guess there, wasn't it? FIFA is in the 10th position at the moment, and Vital then is in the 11th position at the moment, isn't he? We've got Granty saying, hello my husband, hope you're well today. Good luck, Williams. Of course, Granty, a big old advocate of the Williams. I reckon he's a Williams ambassador, to be honest. And Vital there has gone right off the track there, and he's coming back on now. Yeah, I think Granty is a Williams ambassador, isn't he? So I think he needs to get on the pit wall, doesn't he? Really start to get him up the front of the grid then, doesn't he? Granty is, but of course Granty driving the Williams, isn't he? He's had very good success in the Williams. Remember, he drove two races for the Williams back in season 2, and of course he's doing a fantastic job this season for Williams. They're currently leading the constructors, isn't he? And he is now 32 points in front of Emerson, isn't he? And that's a massive gap to gain there with only 5-6 races to go, something like that. You can see my mass always lets me down, doesn't it, at the worst possible moment, doesn't it? As Grant Satan, he's on the word with the gang. Is it? Oh gosh, you can see there I get too excited by Grant and I knock off the old stats there. FIFA has gone up to 6th fast mode. Of course, since FIFA's come back, he's fantastic, hasn't he? I think he was a very good driver, wasn't he? He took a couple of races out, came back in the Alfa Romeo, and since then he's been having some incredible races. I think Brazil's my favourite FIFA beefy moments of the season. Really impressive stuff, and I've got to say that's one of my favourite drives as well from FIFA beefy. How he kept it clean and tidy, and that's what you got to do, isn't it? I think it's the same for here tonight as well. I've got to say last night was very good actually for a lot of clean and tidy racing last night. And same with the penalty system as well. It's absolutely fantastic stuff. Really was that. Oh dear, my sister just messaged me, so let's ignore that for now because she's not important, and she probably wants food or money. Because Mike there is just getting out of the way as we flick it down into turn 5 as well, and double left-hander as well. And we've also got Grant saying thanks for the comments, my lovely. We've also got Susan Pluto saying go Iceman. It's great that all you guys are now starting to have well, I would say starting to have fans. You've probably had fans all your life, haven't you? But it's great to I'm watching you guys here tonight at the moment. Where is Iceman? Let's take a rain check on Iceman, shall we? He is currently 5th, full fastest. Mike has just gone behind him in 5th. Goodness me, it's very close there, isn't it? 600 second there. And yeah, it's good stuff to see. It's good stuff to see you guys getting a bit of fanfare, isn't it, in the comment section as well. And I'll try and read out as many comments as I can. But I've got to say, recently I've been trying to keep up with the comments there, haven't I? It's been absolutely fantastic. It really has. And Smithy D in an emphasis road is doing a very good account for himself. It's actually Smithy D. Hats off to him at the moment. Brilliant stuff there. Ryan Matey then of course, he's propelled himself right up to the mid part of the table. I'll say a very good last time out, wasn't he? In the Spanish Grand Prix, I think he finished 5th out in the end, didn't he? And he's got a very beautiful black and gold helmet there. Of course, sporting the ALR colours for the old ALR primary logo before he's had to change it to white. But yeah, I'm loving that. I know a bit of flash of red as well. Good stuff indeed. Then, excuse me, sorry. Oh dear, oh dear. We've also got Grant. He's saying, what's the race looking like on Q3? Well, I'd say in terms of the weather, we've got lovely sunshine there for qualifying 3 and for the race itself. Ryan Matey's come to 6th fastest. In terms of the race itself, we got Glock starting 20th on the grid there. He's going to have to battle his way through the field. 00's retired from the session. At the moment, 00, I would say, is probably a man. If you're going to put, if you got your betting slip out, I would say bet on 00 there. But don't quote me on that because I'm appalling for guessing who's going to do what. Razor is also out on track as well. V Todd then. V Todd is an absolutely fantastic qualifier. I feel V Todd has been very unlucky this season. I think his qualifying performance has been fantastic. Really, he's got 22 points in his 14 starts, but. He's unfortunately had 7 DNFs, hasn't he? So a 50% DNF rate, and I think some of that was not his fault. Remember in the Italian Grand Prix, wrong place, wrong time was just kind of got clouded out of the way. In Spain as well, he was getting the wrong place at the wrong time. It's very unlucky. Remember, Sebastian Vettel had exactly the same issues, didn't he? Oh goodness me! There, as I look up, and he's almost gone into the back of his teammate Ryan Matey. Goodness me, that would have been an airplane crash. Then he comes through the final couple of corners now, and here he is. And wow, he's almost on the limit on that, and then so he comes over to the line. That's better. He's 4th fastest at the moment from V Todd. Fantastic 70. Then Droffer's back on track mode. He's very much on the limit. Here comes Razor. Razor having an identity crisis here tonight. He comes into the line. Let's see what he does. He's 3rd fastest. That doesn't matter. I think he might keep this daddy account. Brilliant stuff indeed there for Razor. LP is done 3 laps on these medium tyres. And remember, if you get into qualifying 3, you have to start on the tyres if you set your fastest time on. That is right. That's relevant. Poorly Orange said is also on track as well. He's doing a fine job at the moment. Poorly Oranges. I think Droffer was actually the closest to the finish line. There he is. No, there he is. He's coming over the crest of the hill now. Before dropping it into turn 8 and 9 as well. As I take a moment to pause, because here comes Droffer coming over the line as well. Second man in the championship at the moment. He's been fantastic, hasn't he? And he is 7/10 of a second away from 00. 00 is looking very good, isn't he? Very good indeed. His 4-minute skill in. So this is not going to be how it finishes, I don't think. I can bet my bottom dollar. I can bet my house. I can bet my hat on that then. And all 3 of those things are very important to me, including my hat, especially at this stage of the lifetime, as my hair is absolutely an abomination. Because it's an abomination anyway, really, because I do like to go to the hairdresser because I have to speak to people, and being in IT, we don't like to talk to people. We don't even like natural light. Here comes Poorly Orange, and he does like natural light. He loves it because the sun is shining on him at the moment. He is 2nd fast at the moment. Good stuff indeed. They're Droffer 3rd, Poorly Orange 2nd. I'm wondering if they're going to come out again. Then we've got 3.5 minutes to go. Then look at this. I love this camera angles around here. It's brilliant. Isn't it? Look at it. It's a beautiful circuit to have a race on. It really is, isn't it? Brad saying, oh, sounds nice, like a good dry race, unlike us, rain out the start and then dry. Yeah, of course, yeah, as I was saying there, intermediate tyres for the guys yesterday. I think it should have been wet tyres, but incredible how those guys stayed on the track there. Brilliant 17. Here comes Ghost then coming to the line as well. Razor has called it a day then, and he is 5th fast at the moment. And he's going to stay there though. That's the question. Just under 3 minutes to go then, going into turn 1 then. Of course, it's very difficult, isn't it? You can invalidate your time right from the get-go, can't you? And we're on board for him, so coming down into turn 2 now so let's see what goes into turn 3 as well then. Now look how much steering lock he has to put on there as well, and then he's away as well. So as you can see then, sorry about that, he's now got the DRS then available. Look at that, DRS is wide open then for the Williams, and now he breaks down into turn 3. As soon as he touches the brake pedal, the DRS slams shut then, doesn't it? And you see, look, I love this race is very much like a roller coaster ride, isn't it? And of course this season has been a roller coaster ride, hasn't it, for the midfield there. there. It's Glock, I think, since taking the championship lead from Monaco. I think it was after Monaco, wasn't it? After Belgium onwards, he has not looked back, has he? He's been fantastic, and really since then he has just not looked back at all. He's been brilliant, but in the midfield from second downwards, it's been anyone's ball game, hasn't it? Here comes Ghost and coming to the line. Let's see what he can do. He's having his 6 fast at the moment, but he's behind the Razor at the moment. Then is that going to be the cut-off point? Jake is doing a cracking job as well in 4th position. Hats off to Jake, good stuff. Smithy D then is out on track mode. He's 2/10 of a second up at the moment. He's the only man at the moment who is in the 06s. Then can he get into the 05s then? Maybe even threaten the top 10 as well. Then we're going to keep an eye on Smithy D. He comes down in his turn 3 as well. There's 3 DRS zones around here. I didn't even spoke about that yet. Goodness me. DRS is it's a very powerful thing around here, isn't it? Of course, with 3 DRS zones on the start finish straight in between turn 1 and 2, and also in between turn 2 and 3 as well. He has 3 times of circuit up. That'll be out of that is going to be out of the 06 then. Good stuff indeed. Yellow flag just fluttering in sector 2 somewhere. I think it's just cars getting on the way then. Less than 70 seconds to go in this session as well. Then going over the crest hill then before diving down then into the final turn. Then let's see what he's going to do as he comes up to the line as well. And lovely shot indeed. Then McLaren behind him. Where does Smithy D go? That's a better time. Look at that, 8/10 of a second in the end as well. Brilliant stuff from Smithy D. He's not in Q3 at the moment there, but my goodness me, that's a big improvement there from Smithy D. Hats off and gets out of the way of the McLaren as well as Ryan Matey there just goes through as wow. A yellow flag in one. That is just for Smithy. It was just getting out of the way as well. Here comes Alhan, who's in the drop zone. Alhan, not a very strong qualifier, but he is in Q3 at the moment there. He's bowled on the set of soft tires. Ghost is retired from the session there. Andre is in 15th at the moment. My goodness me, I wasn't going to expect Andre to be in there. Matey's also on track as well. Mike is in the pits. Iceman's in the pits as well. Todd is out on track at the moment. Oh goodness me then. So Mike and Iceman are not coming back out. Matey has had a problem and he is slowing right down and he's only got tired for the race session and he is out of qualifying. Mike might be out of qualifying as well. Ryan's also out of qualifying. So and I think FIFA and LP's out. Oh goodness me then. So this is going to be very interesting indeed then. Where's Andre? Oh, how you went flying off that? Oh, lovely shot. I'm loving that. But German design helmet there. Brilliant stuff for Andre. I love it. He comes to the final turn as well. Car 31, the same number as Ocon then. He comes around the final turn. Oh, goodness me. Using all the track and then some. He's 5th fastest then. Good stuff indeed then. Todd is on track. He's 88 second up. Mike is out of qualified. Smithy's out of qualifying as well. I think that might be it then. And let's just take a look then of the guys then that have been knocked out of qualifying 2 then, which is Mike, who's in 11th position and just very unfortunate, a 600th second behind Iceman, who has made it through, and I think Susan's going to be absolutely delighted with that. Also out is Ryan Matey as well in 12th position. Smithy D, I think he's had a very good drive today on his trial race. He's been brilliant, hasn't he, Smithy D? Oh gosh, I've just kicked my foot. Ow. And then we have got in 14th position is FIFA Beefy, and Alp is in 15th, just watching VTOG come through the final turn as well. And let's see what he can do. He is third fastest VTOG once again, underlining his for 1 lap pace is fantastic. I gotta say, I did score him as Yano Trilli. I think he's brilliant at 1 lap pace, isn't he? As I think that's the end of qualifying 2 then, as well as I start to rub my foot, my toe, because I've really kicked it. Ooh. Just taking a look then. Lights there saying a drop for pole position. Do it for Honda team. Do it for the team Honda, Red Bull and Taurus. Of course, 4 cars that are powered by the Honda these days, isn't it? And I think they've done a fantastic job since leaving McLaren, isn't it? But there you go then. Glock think double is now on for pole. I'm normally in the high 3s, so maybe he'll get near that. Because I think a 00 then in his home race has been absolutely fantastic. And we've got Fire Shot then, who had a pretty difficult day yesterday, and he's probably happy that I reminded him of that, as he's also in the comments as well. OWH then. I don't do abbreviations, so I don't know what that means. But how the devil are you is what I'm going to say back to Ryan, so I hope you're well. Anyway, out of qualifying is LPE, FIFA Beefy, Smithy, Ryan Matey and Mike, all knocked out of qualifying 2. In the qualifying 3, everyone's on the soft tires as well, and so I think it's a status quo, isn't it? Iceman, Ghost Recon, Razor, Wilson, Andre, Alhan, Droffer, VTOD, Paulie Orange, and 00. At the moment, it's 2 for 2. Is he going to make it a hat-trick and get on pole position then for the Austria Grand Prix? We're going to find out in a few minutes time as well. And as of course that is Forest shot then is loving the fact that I'm in pain then, so yep. I think it goes back to when we and Forest shot was in the same team together. Anyway, then coming then now we're into qualifying free then. We've only got 12 minutes in this session. I'm saying we've only got 12 minutes. I reckon we're going to have a couple of cars doing 3 runs. I reckon that 00 has probably got an extra set of soft tyres, and I wonder about Droffa and Poorly Orange. I'm thinking that Droffa might only have 2 sets of new tyres in the old garage set, but I wonder if someone might just bolt on a set of used tyres then. Out of the pits there comes Razor. I've also got McLaren just behind him as well, VTOL then, and you can see then, and once again then, as we always expect in Silver, I'm really looking forward to Silver next season. Of course, it is an incredible midfield battle all the way through the season. It's been brilliant stuff, hasn't it? But I also got to say, of course, I'm not really wishing away the season at all, because there is a lot of things that hasn't been decided yet, like who is going to finish second and third, who is going to get promoted to gold, and that is what they're fighting for now, isn't it? And who's going to get demoted to bronze as well. So we've still got 2 positions up for grabs for gold, and we've still got 3 positions up for grabs to go down into bronze as well. So really, yeah, it's anyone's ball game out there. So let's see what we can do then. But of course, I'm looking forward to Silver next season. So I think it's wide open personally. It's absolutely fantastic. It really is as well. Look at that suspension, really working on that Ferrari. Good stuff indeed. Go saying, let's talk about them bottling Q3 like in Italy. Well, hopefully not Ghosted. You're out on track at the moment. Droffa is still chilling in the pits, and so is 00 then. As here comes Carriage for his Razor is the first man then to get a time there. Look at this as the sun is starting to hide behind the clouds then, and he is going, as we're on board with him now as he comes over the grid hatch as well, and we're going to go on board with him as he goes up into turn 1 as well. He flicks it into turn 1 then. Oh, getting a bit of over still there, but he's okay at the moment. And now he's starting to drop down then starting to drop down, then going back up into turn 2, then braking just before the 100-meter board. Fantastic stuff indeed. Look at the amount of steering lock as well, and it puts on the accelerator. DRS right on the money then, and he's using a bit of solution now from 00 there. 00 there is on the alternative run plan at the moment, isn't he? Dropping down to turn 3 then, of course, it drops away from you, that apex does, doesn't it? So you don't want to be getting too foolish in there, do you? And you can see a sweeping left-hander now as well then, not taking too much curve. Don't run out too wide either, because there's gravel traps all around here. He's done a 45 2 3 4 in the second sector as well. Good stuff as well. Go over the rumble strips there before climbing up the hill again. Then you can see we then go over the crest of the hill before dropping down into turn 8 and 9 as well. Both Mercedes are getting very close for comfort into turn 9 then. For out of turn 9 as well. Here comes Razor coming up to the line. He's in the 5s at the moment. Good stuff indeed there. McLaren is behind him. VTOL, he is long fast at the moment by 3 tenths of a second there. Alfa Romeo is just starting his lap as well. We've also got a Racing Point also starting as well. I think we got Alhan coming through the front. Oh, he's invalidated his time. Alhan, he's going to have to go around again. Unfortunately, it's I forgot to open my mouth and breathe there. Now Iceman there is also coming through turn 9 as well. Let's see what he can do then. Yellow flags has flown up. Oh, West right off the track. The police going to keep on it. He's still stopping on the loud pedal for fast at the moment now for Iceman. Oh, he can definitely improve. Poorly Orange there coming through the final turn as well. I don't think he's been at the races so far this weekend. What's he going to do? Wow, he's there where he needs to be. He is on pole position at the moment. Ghost has gone full fast mode. What about the second Mercedes? And Jake has been fantastic, but he's going to have to go around again next in validated his time. And I think that we got to look at 00 then. He has been the man. He's been the man with the plan so far, as he's been fantastic in the Racing Point. He has been 2 for 2 in qualifying 1 and 2. He's topped all the times, all the sessions so far. Can he top this one, the most important one of the day? He comes through the final turn as well. And wow, look at that then. Almost going over the curve. So is he on pole position? Indeed he is there. He is on pole position there by only a tenth of a second. Poorly Orange there. Really showing some fight there. Alhan coming through the final turn. This time he hasn't invalidated. We also got Droffa starting his lap as well. And Alhan goes 6 fast. Droffa's just started his lap as well. Iceman's invalidated this time. Droffa started. And what about Jake? He's on a 44 9 in the second sector. Beautiful stuff there from the Mercedes driver. Lovely shot then from car 28 then. And he has now got 2 turns away then from getting into the final turn as well. Glock is saying that he reckons it's going to be the pole position is going to be a 041 there. We've also got Mike saying he should have gone for a running 2-2. Only 600s off for Q3. Very close indeed then. Wilson's having a brilliant qualifying stage out there so far. He's doing fantastic. It's gone very over overcast over there, isn't it? We are not expecting rain, but rain might curtail someone's event here. Look at that then. I'm expecting a bit of moisture coming out of the air then. Here's Droffa in the second sector as well then. He's done a 45.2. He's slightly off the pace in the second sector. Droffa is. Andre is in the pits. He's the only one that hasn't come out at this moment in time as he comes over the crest of the hill as well then, before swooping into turn 8 and now coming into turn 9 as well. Where's Droffa going to be then in the Toro Rosso? Remember, he is second in the championship at the moment, and let's see, and he is 8 fast at the moment then for Droffa. I think there might be more in the bag there for Droffa. As I think the second sector he might be a bit disappointed with as well. 6 minutes to go in this section then, so we're about halfway through this qualifying session. Qualifying 3, I should say. 00's on pole position there by just under a tenth of a second from Paulie Orange, who is second. Then we've got V Todd. Fantastic, he's in first position. He's going for another run. V Todd, this is good stuff. That's what I love about Austria. It's action all the way, isn't it? Jake in fourth position. We're just watching Jake coming into the pits as well. We got Droffa in fifth position then. Iceman. We got Razor in 5th position, Go 6, Alhan 7th, Droffa 8th, 9th position is Iceman, in 10th position is Andre, who hasn't set time. V-Todd is going out there, and this is second, a bite of the cherry, isn't it? On board with the McLaren driver, he rises up the hill there. Look at how overcast and dull it's got over here there. I've got to say, if you look at the tracks, it's on the calendar, you always think about the ones that is going to be affected by rain. Austria is usually one of them, isn't it? He's a 10th first, second up, that at the moment, and that's going to push the, look how close he is between V-Todd and Jake. Incredible stuff indeed there from Wilson and Jake there by 100 for a second there. V-Todd is just trying to lower the goalpost, isn't he? He's trying to, if there's a limbo match, he'll be lowering the bar, won't it? How low can he go? And he's trying to go lower, isn't he? At the moment, he's a 4/10 of a second away from Poorly Orange and 5/10 of a second away from 00. And that pole position at the moment, and that is what they're all going for in this qualified session. He is 700 up in the second sector. Williams are just flashing by our screen then. Yellow flag has won the racing points there. It's come Cropper. It's just on an outlap. It's 00. They come around across the hill once again. 00 is flicking it into turn 8. Oh, we have rain. There is rain. As you can see then, so this rain there might curtail it. V-Top there might have absolutely just to perfection. He is up 2/10 of a second up. He is very close there, but not close enough. And Ghost is just started us up then. We've also got Iceman, who's 400 of a second up. We've got Andre, who's out on track as well. But look at this, and how heavy is this rain going to be? Instead of 44.9 in the second sector, it's okay. It's there or thereabouts. Here comes car 31 then, and once again a lovely shot actually from the for the helmet there of Andre. I appreciate that helmet. That's beautiful, isn't it? And now coming into the final turn as well. As we got a sprinkling of rain out there, a sprinkling of the wet stuff, and he comes onto the line. He goes 4th fastest there at the moment. Good stuff indeed. Iceman is a 10th for a second up. Then is he going to improve? He does. He goes to 6th fastest. Iceman. Good stuff indeed. That Razor's retired from the session there, and we got the Mercedes out on track as well, and that's why they're out early, isn't it? Is because of this rain now. It's really thrown some of the run plans in. Then we got Williams there, who is going the wrong way. He is going the wrong way, and it is Ghost there, who's of course he said he didn't want to ball it there, and that's a very dangerous place, and spins it around very coolly, and he is on his way as well. As V-Talk going for no one? No, he's in the pits and 007 there for 00, but he's in the pits as well. 00 is in the pits, and he's going for his third pole position of his career here tonight, and he comes into the pits then as well. And what about Droffa? He's still on an outlap. He's down in 10th position there, isn't he? We're seeing a lot of people abandon their laps out there. What about Andre? Is he going for no one? No, he's 3 seconds down as well. If we've got Iceman on track, we do, but he's also invalidated this time as well. We've got all the cars then retiring from the session then, and we've also got Paulie Orange also out of qualifying as well. So but Alhan is still going for it, isn't he? Look at this, he's 3/10 of a second up in the second sector, and let's see then what is Alhan going to do then. It's very light rain then, so I think there's still a bit of grip in there, but of course it must play on your mind. It must also be about a mental game as well as a skill game now. And Alhan, that's a very good time for Alhan. He's up in the 5th fastest then, so he's moved himself over the 5th in the end. Alhan, good time indeed then towards the end of that session. Now here comes Droffa then at the moment there. It's in 10th position, and he's the last of the runners. He's a 10th for a second behind Ghost. He's a 10th for a second behind Danny, behind Razor as well. Then 1100 a second down the moment, and Droffer, so he's not improved, and then he needs a mighty good final sector as well. It comes over the crest of the hill. Let's see what Droffer can do then. Into turn 8 as well then. Runs a bit wide. Now into turn 9 then. Oh, lovely stuff. Goodness me, how far I was going corner and validation. Not one iota. And Droffer doesn't improve. He's a 10th for a second down then. So I think unfortunately that's the end of qualifying. And well, it's a bit of an anticlimactic qualifying session in the end. We still got 2 minutes to go there. And once again then rain has affected it, but this time it's affected the Q3 session then. So pole position then for the third time now for 00. Fantastic stuff, 00. He's brilliant, isn't he? Potentially get promoted this season, can he, if he carries on? My goodness me. And 00 would be a fantastic addition to the gold, wouldn't it? Glock's just had, how is that not invalidated? So it's I'm not sure what lap Glock is on, because I think I'm about a couple of minutes behind then. Anyway, so 00 pole position, poorly orange then. I think he's done a very good job to get second, and V Todd in third. Brilliant stuff for V Todd. Andre in fourth position, Alhan in a great fifth position. Sixth position is Jake Wilson. Can he get off the mark and get some points there? Seventh position is Iceman with Razor in eighth position, Ghost in ninth, and 10th position is Droffer then. So we just got a minute and got a minute and 15 seconds to go then. The rain is just coming down steadily, and as we just got yellow flag as Droffer there is just coming back in the pits, and he's on limpo mode, he is, and he's on low fuel mode then. So we're just going to get into the race as well then. I gotta say, this race is going to be very interesting. We've got the champion Glock, who is starting right at the back of the field. He is down in 20th position alongside his teammate Just B. Both Red Bulls are on the back of the grid then. So they needed a 1-2 side to potentially clinch the Constructors Championship in Abu Dhabi in a week's time, but I don't think that's going to happen now, is it? But then again, we've had some strange races around here, haven't we? Of course, we've had some strange qualifying events as well, haven't we? Of course, anyone remembers 98 where it was absolutely flooded. I think Fisichella got on pole position, didn't he? We also had a very strange race in 97, didn't we, where we had Yola Trilly leading the race for most of the race, didn't he? I think that was his first or second race for the Prost team, wasn't it? I think it was it was a couple more races with the Prost, wasn't it? Because Austria was round 14 that season, wasn't it? I keep thinking that Austria used to be smack bang in the middle then, as Joffrey said, he bottled us up there, as oh dear, he's not feeling too well about that at all, is he? So we're just ticking down the time then as we're getting ready for race set, and you can see that it's going to be good stuff indeed. I'd like to know who you think is going to win this race. Is it going to be 00 winning this home race? Is Poorly Orange going to throw his hat in the ring then? What about V Todd and Andre and Alhan as well? We cannot discount any of the top 10. We cannot discount Glock at the back of the field. We cannot discount the other 15 drivers as well. Let's go through. Look at that in 82 hundredths of a second separates 00 and Poorly Orange. 00 free for free then, fast in all three qualifying sessions. Fantastic stuff indeed then. V Todd in third position. He's had a fantastic today, a fantastic qualifying today. Can he have a fantastic race? Andre in fourth position, Alhan fifth, Jake Wilson in sixth position, Iceman seventh then, Razor in eighth position, ninth position is Ghost, and Droffer is in 10th position then as well then. And I've gone through those results very quickly indeed. I'm really happy with myself there. We're now getting on to the race itself, and as you can see, we are not expecting any rain in the race, but was we expecting any rain in qualified? Unless the drivers misled me. Of course I usually get my information from Jonathan Cox usually, but I think today some of my Ted Kravitz is in the comment section there might have misled me there. So we're just now waiting for the there it is, and look at this. Oh, it's a bit gloomy out there here in Spielberg, here in the Red Bull ring, which used to be known as the A1 ring, didn't it? Back when it returned on the Formula 1 calendar in '97 then. And a very simple track, isn't it, as I was saying in the qualifying, but it's only 9 turns, but it's so difficult to get it right, isn't it? It's like Monza, really, isn't it? It's an easy track, but it's an easy track if you want to go slow around there, I suppose, but you don't want to go slow around any Formula 1 track or any track in the world, do you? They're all racers, aren't you? And that's what you're here for. You're here to win this one as well. At the moment, in terms of the winners, and we have Beers who's won a race. We've also had 00 who's won a race, and we've had Glock who's win the other the 11 as well. I think we've also had Faxland who has been on the top step of the podium as well. Then, so we are now just going to go for the formation lap. Let's go for the grid, shall we? From front to back, then, and let's take a look, see what tires are on as well. All the top tires on the soft tires, as well as Sirius Rushman 17th, and Just Be in 19th, and Glock in 20th. Everyone else is on the medium compound tire then. Yeah, that's the tire strategy. That was quite nice and easy. I'm loving that. So on pole position then is a 00 then, and good stuff indeed there for 00 then. His third pole position, and here in his home event as well. Can he get a home win here tonight? That'll be spectacular, isn't it? Paulie Orange is alongside him. That is row 1. Fantastic stuff. Then we've got V Todd and Andre in 3rd and 4th position. That's the second row. Alhan in 5th position. Wilson, who hasn't scored a point yet, is in 6th. Good stuff, Ben. Iceman is 7th with Razor up into 8th. Ben. Ghost is in 9th position. 10th position is Stroffer, who just commented that he bottled his lap there. Mike in 11th position there. He's the first of the medium compound runners. 12th position is Matey with Smithy in 13th position on his debut. Good stuff from Smithy then. 14th position is FIFA. LPE is in 15th. 16th position is Fran. 17th is Serious Mushroom with Kingzone, who is in 18th position there, and not really keen on the formation lap either, is he? 19th position is Just Be, and Glock, the champion of silver, the man who won it in Spain a week ago then, on round 15 out of 21. Absolutely fantastic, it really was, wasn't it? And so this man there is just going to have a bit of fun now, isn't he? He has been incredible, hasn't he? But I think today, is it going to be 00's day to get his second race win here in ALR? He is just lining up on the grid now. We're just looking for that yellow line there, sticking on the right hand side. There it is, and lines up the front wheel, and that is the scene going up into turn 1. Look at that then, as they're all calm if you like, and we're on board with Glock then. The man has won 11 races this season. Incredible stuff, hasn't it, so far? We're on board with him as he just comes up to the line as well, and to line up. This is the lowest grid position he's ever been in. Glock has. So he's 20th on the grid. Let's see what he can do then as well. As we've got 5 sets of lights come on then, the revs are going to start to build then, and the lights have gone off, but we're just waiting for the revs to build. And there they go then. We're now going to get racing in Austria now, and let's go. And a good start there from 00. Then Glock's already got past. Glock's up here. He's had an incredible start so far then, and now as you can see then, they're coming forward. That's a Mercedes there steaming on the inside then, and that's look at us, they get interlocked wheels, and that's a fly off, and a radar also getting squirrely then, and they're coming up, and they all are away, are they? They're all away, but goodness me, look at them, there's four cars there, and now has been hit from the rear, I think, and has damaged the car. He got hit from the rear. Well, the Polestar. There's also a Mercedes of Wilson there, as oh goodness me, they've also got a couple of serious collisions there as well. Oh dear, that's a bit of a messy start, and Alhan has done big damage to the car. If he got tapped from behind there, and I've spun it, and goodness me then, and don't know what's going on there. It's not got a 2 hours tour. Glock's up to 15th already after the opening exchange of that. LPE is dropping down the order then, as I think he's just letting cars through. King's was dropped down into 20th position as well. Virtual safety car at the moment, and 00 is leading there by 9/10 per second there. Paulie Orange second, V Todd in 3rd position. Can he get some big points? We're back racing. V Todd there is all over the back of Paulie Orange. We've also got Razor, who's got by Alhan as well. Look at them, they're all trying to get by as Alhan is just pulling out of the way there. We got Royal Matey at the inside. He's up into 8th position there. Fantastic manoeuvre there, and he is in 8th position as well. We've also got Alhan is just dropping down the order. Oh goodness me there, and Mike and Fran have gone together, and Fran is in the wall. He's in the wall. That's a big smash there. Oh dear, and I'm surprised on the safety car, to be honest. The pit lane drama in the pits comes Alhan. Both Haas are in the pits as well. Oh, that was a smash and a half, wasn't it? Ghost in, Iceman are going side by side. They're coming up to the in the turn 2 as well, and Fran is out of the race, and he has damaged the car. That is it, and he has done. Glock is just one place outside the points already. Fantastic stuff from Glock there, and he's got a 5-second penalty, I think, for tapping someone, but he's still got. Oh, has he got damage there? He has got damage there. Smithy in 12th position, Mike in 13th position, but FIFA Beefy is going on the inside. We got a bad shot there. He's on the inside there, but Mike gives him more than enough for him there, but FIFA's just going to try and come back up the inside, but no, nothing at the moment there, and he is still away in 13th position there as well. Serious Mushroom in 15th position there, 16th 16th position there for Just Be Alhan, Kingzo and LPE then 17th, 18th and 19th, and 00's got 7 second lead at the moment. V Todd is just drawn back at the moment there, and you can see then his my goodness me, then so quick at the moment. Oh goodness me, then nothing out from him, going well off the track there, isn't he? So Paulie Orange set the fast out of the race then, and he is now starting to kind of give some backhands into 00 then, isn't he? Unfortunately, Fran out of the race, and very disappointed that Fran is, isn't he? FIFA Beefy is very close to Mike. Oh my goodness me, then, and that's That's a very scary maneuver there. Oh no, just sticking his nose out the inside then, and here we go. And so coming down the back straight and up into turn 2 then as well. And oh, lovely shot there. Look at that. That's a beautiful shot then of the rest of the circuit then. As just moving back then here then. Look at this then. We've got Poorly Orange, and then Poorly Orange now 4 tenths a second back from 00. And he's really on it at the moment there. See, Glock is past Razor's going to go back up and under, but Glock is on the soft tires, and he is in 10th position there as well then. But Razor's not giving up, is he? But Glock should have the inside. He does indeed then, and he is up into 10th position and after 3 laps then. So Glock has moved up into 10th position, and incredible stuff there from Glock. Fantastic as he come over the crest of the hill. Then Droffer's moved past Ryan Matey dropping down the order, and look at this, and it's a replay. This time it's opposite way around. Good stuff there between Ryan Matey and Glock. Good stuff indeed. Oh, it's sorry, Droffer got Glock on the mind. As he's coming through to complete lap 3 now as well. Now Ryan Matey is gaining then, and Poorly Orange is flying up there as well. Oh, there's a bit of a top then. We've got what's going on here. It's Iceman who's gone a bit squirrely. We have also got the powerful lead then, which is a 10th per second. It's less than a 10th per second now. Let's take a look. It is. Oh, goodness me. That is left to the 10th per second with their contact. There's a slight bit of contact, and we're just taking a look then. It's that is Droffer, Ryan Matey, Ryan Matey, and Ryan Matey down in 9th position, Droffer in 8th position there, and there's Glock in the background. We've also got not Danny, it's Razor behind him as well. So coming into turn 3 as well. Then Vitol is kind of the stopper at the moment in this race, isn't he? He's causing all kinds of shenanigans out there. But remember, this is racing, is that you have to have the skill to overtake the car in front. Can he? He's not just going to wave him through, is he? And why should he? Of course, unless you've got damage, of course, it's all about racing, isn't it? This is going to allow Poorly Orange to get in front, but it's only 1.6 seconds at the moment. Look at the 2 leaders, and they're very close to go down. This is what I want to see, isn't it? 00 leads them with Poorly Orange second, and 00 is now starting to feel the pressure there from that Mercedes. Look at him, he's all over the back of that racing point, isn't he? Poorly Orange there coming out. He has Ryan Matey is very close to the back of Droffer once again. Poorly Orange is going to slipstream now. He's on the outside. He's going to take the lead. He has taken the lead, but 00 is back at the inside. And wow then, and now we're going to have a drag race going down into turn 3. Then Poorly Orange is still leading, but goodness me, they're so close to go. Droffer and Jake have also overtaken each other as well. And Poorly Orange for 00 has got the inside line. Incredible, good stuff indeed there. As they got very close together, and as Matey and Jake, they're very close. Oh, it's 00. They're trying to scythe down the inside there. 00 is having none of it at the moment, and this is the battle for the lead here in Austria as well. And this is fantastic. They're so close together, which is exactly the story of the season, hasn't it? Here in Silver, it's been fantastic as they come with the crest of the hill once again. 00 leads their second position is Poorly Orange. They're very close together. Look at that, it's a 10th for a second there. That's how close 10th for a second is in the world of Formula 1. And look at this, as Ryan Matey has dropped behind Glock. Glock has had a fantastic move. I think he's gone into the back of Glock. Oh, there's definitely off the back of the McLaren. Oh dear. And yeah, Ryan Matey there, that's not going out of him at all, is it? That's going to be awful amount of understeer now, is there? Glock is siren up the inside. Passes at Jake, and he has moved up for it. We got a lead to take the lead. That 00 has relinquished his lead. We've also got Andre. Andre's gone well off the track there in turn 2. And Vitol is back in the third position there. Is a 00 go. That's a poor camera shot. There it is. He's going on the outside then. Poorly Orange is going to defend it. Oh, he's going to the outside. That's fantastic. What a move. He is on through. He takes the lead of the Austria Grand Prix. Fabulous indeed there. What a move. Oh, but Poorly Orange is coming back on the inside as well. This is incredible racing. And Poorly Orange then is second at the moment then. But my goodness me. Oh, lovely shot here then. Is Vitol then Andre. And what's happening then? We've got Razor. Matey has got some major damage, and Glock is now into 8th position there, and he's got a damaged front wing among Glock is at the moment, Anthony, but he's flying through this field quite nice indeed. Look at the understeer on this Renault there as they come into the front turn, and that's a dirty header off Ghost Recon's Williams at the moment as they come through to complete another lap. Then is oh goodness me, and once again then the 2 battling away then. Oh wow, this is incredible stuff then. And now Poorly Orange has taken the lead once again then as FIFA Beefy is coming into the pits. I think he is at the pit. He's down his wing. And now for no, then 00 now up the inside. No, he's up the outside. Poorly Orange up the inside. Then having another drag race. Going down into turn 3. Look in the background. That's Andre. That's Vitor as well. Then and I'll get your comments in just a few minutes, guys. There's just so much action on this track. Then look at the back of wheels are rubbing wheels. Then and Poorly Orange has taken the lead. Then 00. Oh, is he going to the back of him? I'm not sure if he's going to the back of him. Has he damaged the car? No, he's okay at the moment. He's just pushing him around. Razor is now up into Razor is now for the 9th position as well then. My goodness me, what a battle we're seeing then for the lead here in Austria. Look at this, they're almost going around the grass there, flinging it into turn 8 as well. And now has Poorly Orange got the pace then to pull away, because look at this, Vitor is now under a second and a half backwards now from 00 there, isn't he? So he's now going to start to become a real problem then, isn't he, Vitor? If these guys, of course, it's all about balance, isn't it? They want to be the first man on track there as well then. But it's very difficult, isn't it, to keep your composure in these rain in this race, isn't it? Of course, there's no rain at the moment there, so I was going to say rain-affected race for some reason. I've been thinking about yesterday too much. Poorly Orange then, and this time the inside by side for the first time in a couple of laps. So fantastic. We got 3-second penalties there just flying through. Iceman has gone over the 5th position. He's past Ghost. Dropper's past Ghost as well. Ghost is dropping down the order then as a 00 from a long way back. It's trying to go for it, and Poorly Orange there not concerned one iota, and 00 is still in 2nd position. Poorly Orange still leads this Austrian Grand Prix. Ghost is back up in the 6th position at the moment. Wow, look, Vitor on the back of there as well. Ghost and Iceman are still battling away. Ghost is dropping down the order there because Glock is through. He's up into 7th position there. Ghost has damaged the car then, and of course we're getting damaged there off the back of each other at the moment, isn't they? Glock is up in the 7th position at the moment. They cover the crest of the hill once again. Then lap 9. I figure this. It is now lap 9 out of 36. It's been an incredible start into the Austrian Grand Prix. My goodness me. Oh, and it was very calm yesterday. Oh, it's anything but calm at the moment. Isn't it? Goodness me. We got Matey, Alhan, Kingto, and Alp have all come in the pits and from the hard tires head, just taking stock of what is going on behind then. But what is going on in front? It's 00 back on the inside. Poorly Orange at 00. Fight. Andre is through. Also, Iceman has got past. Has been passed by Glock as well. 00. Now we got to Razor dropping down behind Wilson as well. But 00 is back up the inside. He is going to take the lead, is he? He has taken the lead. But Poorly Orange is back on the outside. We're on board with 00. Look where there's the Mercedes. And Poorly Orange, he is back through. He is going. Look at that though. He's going to break it. They're side by side. That's his incredible stuff. He's come through. He takes the lead. 2 magnificent overtakes in the first 9 laps. Absolutely fantastic stuff. And 00. Brilliant stuff. Hats off if I was wearing a hat then. But I think it's gone off because I'm so excited. Incredible stuff. 00 leads then as we come through the complete lap 9 then. Poorly Orange in the 2nd position. Andre has now got through. There is the Alfa Romeo in the background. And we've also got Glock also now in the top 6 as well then. We've got another 26 laps of this, guys, and goodness me, this has been absolutely fantastic so far. Oh gosh. Oh goodness me then. Oh, it's going to have a breather. I can't because these guys are absolutely just going back at the inside. And again then it's 00 then hanging on the outside. Poorly Orange got the inside, but I think 00 should have the momentum. He does have the momentum, but look at this. Poorly Orange has launched off that 2nd corner. Absolutely fabulous. Glock and Droffer and Glock. And now 00 has gone back up the inside as well. He's going on the inside. Is he going to go back through? Not quite then. And also Glock has now moved himself up in the 5th position. He's had a fantastic opening start to this race, but he's been overshadowed, hasn't he, somewhat by this incredible battle for the lead then between Poorly Orange and 00 as well then. And now Poorly Orange has got the advantage at the moment, and is that we've got Razor and Wilson there just battling away in 9th and 10th position. Oh gosh, and now breathe for a minute then, because we've now got one straight, but of course we're now back in the DRS zone as well then. That's the problem with these short laps, isn't it? Because we're back in DRS again then. So here we go again, everyone then. What an incredible race so far then. It is so close up and down the field, isn't it? Of course, Andre has not catches in the back of these guys as quickly as I thought. Vitor was definitely very much in the ballpark, but he has dropped back slightly. But look at them, they're still in the ballpark, haven't they? Because that is not a big ballpark at all, is it? Poorly Orange then and break it into turn 2 then. No pink nose is coming through at the moment then, and I think he'll be happy with that. Then Glock is 3 seconds back from Vital at the moment. Then Droffer is behind him. Then Iceman as well. And they're nip and tugging about. We've also got. Whoa, goodness me! And now look at this. Once again, 00 trying to go up and under in turn 3 there, but poorly Orange there defending them beautifully well. Wilson is back up at the 9th position at the moment. Then with a Razor dropping down to 10th position. He's got FIFA Beefy behind him in 11th position. Wow, good stuff indeed. Then back on board then with 00. And he at the moment. And he was on pole position. Now this is home event down. He's definitely put on a show, isn't he? He's definitely put on the show. This is absolutely fantastic. It really is as well. Absolutely incredible stuff. Very much incredible stuff indeed. Then as he comes through, then his V-top then is staying out the pits then because Andre is coming into the pits then, and he is going to change onto the medium compound tire as well. Then so he's coming in. He's dropping down to 80 kilometers an hour, and let's see what he can do from there. Then so he's now putting off the soft tires, and on comes the medium tires, and he should be away. Then we'll keep an eye on to see what he does then. Poorly Orange is currently leading the race at the moment with 00 in second position, V-Todd in third, Glock is in fourth, and with Droffer fifth, and then we got a bit of a 2-second gap then between Droffer and Iceman as well. Good stuff indeed then, as we're going to go back to these guys here because this is an absolutely fantastic battle at the moment. Poorly Orange has never won a race in ALR Silver before, has he? He's been very close, hasn't he? Remember in Germany he had a fantastic, look at this, the car is skating, oh my goodness me, he was hacksawing away at the wheel there, wasn't he? For 00. I thought he lost a great car control, but I think that he might be overusing his tyres here. The tyres might be really struggling for the grip then. I wonder if he's going to roll the dice. He's going to go for the undercut here then, and he comes into the pits as well. Let's take a look to see what he does there. No, he's staying out of the mode. He is staying out at this stage of the race there. But yeah, going back to Poorly Orange, I don't think he's had one podium in his silver career so far. He's never been on pole position. He's never had the race win before yet, but he is not. But at the moment, and this is best opportunity, isn't it? We're about a third of the way through the race then, and we'll leave him to it for the minute, shall we? Because it's actually calm slightly, but oh goodness me, it's not calm here. We're on board with Wilson, with FIFA Beefy, and also we've got Smithy here as well. We're on board then with FIFA. No, we haven't. We're on board with Smithy as FIFA's now going side by side there with Wilson. Wilson dropping down the order. FIFA's on the medium tires. They're doing a good job on the medium tires as well. I know we've also got to look on the left right hand side. Then we're waiting for that. There he is, the pink pan for the racing point. I was moved up in the 7th position as well. Goodness me. Then we've also got, look at them, they're all coming out of the pits now. Iceman is out on the medium tires. So we've got hard tires for Razor, and Ghost is on the medium tires as well. Right, Matey's actually got in front of a Serious Rusher and moved up in the 5th position with Serious Rusher down to 16th. We got a problem because it's V-Todd. V-Todd is off the track. Oh goodness me, he was on such a great start to this race. We've only had one retirement so far, which is Fran there after having some issues there at the end of the first lap on the final turn, I think it was. Oh no, 00 has got a 5-second penalty, and that is might cost him the race win. Glock is up in his second position at the moment there, and at the moment Glock might set the record for not only the most race wins in a season, but he might also set the for the lowest race win in ALR history as well. He was 20th on the grid, and he is now second at the moment then, and he is on the similar strategy to the guys in front of him. So Glock there has been absolutely spectacular, hasn't he? He's been impressive. So is Smithy, actually. Smithy's been absolutely fantastic. Fantastic stuff indeed there for Smithy. In this trial race as well. Hats off to him. Brilliant stuff indeed then. And now then he's, as you can see there, he's coming up big behind FIFA Beef, but it's only 4/10 of a second at this moment in time then. And as they drop down into turn 3, FIFA Beefy is in 4th position. Smithy is in 5th. 00 is in 6th, but he is the highest of the cars to pit then. So yeah, so we're going to see the pay the difference. Oh my goodness me, look at this. And we've got Iceman and we've got Razor again. Razor is a good DRS and he has the hard tires though, so the hard tires are going to be more durable, but at the moment they just might have a tire and they might try to fire up then as Wilson and Matey then, and Wilson's in 15th position there. Matey's in 6th position with Alhan, who was having a great qualifying session. Dropped all the way down and there's contact. He has spun it, and oh dear, Alhan is having a nightmare, isn't he? Pit lane drop drama, and into the pits. Poorly Orange stayed out. Is that going to be costly? FIFA second, 00's in third position, and 00 is almost out of traffic. And look at this, then it's FIFA's going on to the outside of track, then so 00 is going to go up the inside. He passes, he moves up into second position. FIFA dropping down the third position with Smithy in fourth. Andre is up in the fifth position as well, and it's, you can see we've got a whole gaggle of cars there just coming out of the pit lane. Oh goodness gracious me, look at them all, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cars there in shot. We've got Vitor, we've got Ghost, we've got Iceman, we've got Razor, we've got Glock then, oh nip and tuck then as well. Good stuff indeed there. Vitor as well, once again then, he's got a train behind him, hasn't he? Unfortunately he spun, didn't he, just earlier, and that has really lost him a couple of seconds at least there. Pit lane, the leader is in the pits now then. Poorly Orange, is he going to have enough time to come in and out of the pit set? 00 just coming over the crest of the hill, coming into turn 8 and 9 as well. Shouldn't be too long, should he? As Ghost Recon is now all over the back of Vitor. Vitor needs to get back into the swing of things, doesn't he? Because I'll bet he's probably got, I hope he hasn't had a bit of a knock of confidence, has he? And he just needs to get himself back on it. Now we've had a new change for the lead, I think. Let's take a look. Yeah. 00 leads, and out of the pits comes Poorly Orange, but he's got a FIFA beefy behind him. FIFA then is on the medium tires, and I think he's going to go a couple of more laps in this race yet, so that was very important there from Poorly Orange there, but he's lost the lead there, and the undercut is not as big as what I thought it'd be. Oh goodness me, Smithy was having a little lunch, and I think he tapped the back end of FIFA. He hasn't damaged the car then, so I think Smithy there is just trying to have a good old sniff there on the inside of FIFA. Glock is up the inside. We've also got Andre up the inside of Smithy dropping down then in the fifth position, but I've got to say Smithy on his debut is absolutely having fantastic stuff here in the Austrian Grand Prix at the moment. Now he's had a fantastic debut. Smithy is brilliant stuff indeed there from Smithy. Ghost is all over the back of Vitor as well, and Vitor is currently 2 times second rate. There's Glock in the background. You see the yellow nose cone of the Red Bull. Fantastic stuff indeed. We've got 20 more laps to go in this race, and I am absolutely famished as well. I'll go in this bit. I'm going to have a Swiss roll in a minute to get my energy back up then. Unfortunately, I've had no monster tonight, so I think that this was a bad time to lay off the monster, wasn't it? Albeit it's really caused me bad guts as I come over the crest of the hill once again then, and that was not a thing I really should have been sharing there. Into turn 9 as well, and clipping the curbs a bit. Ghost is then, and he is in DRS range, and look at Poorly Orange, he's more in DRS range, he takes the lead again. The Glock says the fast line race is going to go up and under. Poorly Orange has parted on the apex, fantastic stuff. Both Alpha Mills are also coming into combat as well, but Andre is through up in the third position, and away he goes then, away he goes. 00 is dropping down there. I think Poorly Orange at this stage of the race has the pace, doesn't he? Dropper's moved up past Mike as well. Mike has dropped down in his own position, but remember Mike might come back out towards the end where he's on the soft compound tire. So of course then, oh look at this, that lovely shot here from the center helmet wearing Ghost there. Oh, he's trying to go up and under there, but Vitor there was having none of it, wasn't he? And now they're coming, and now they're side by side. Once again, this is brilliant racing up and down the field. Fantastic stuff. I really enjoyed this there. 2 races here in gold and silver. Where is he? He's through. There he is. He has gone through. He passes Vitor, but Vitor is not giving it on board. Look at that nose cone. Look at the wing there. And now he's going on the inside of the turn. Glock's gone. And Glock is off. He is off then, and also Vitor is off as well. 3 into 1 didn't go into that turn. And oh goodness me, Glock getting forced off the car, off the course again. And oh goodness me, they get very hair and scare. Oh dear. And Glock there is not. There's Weaving, isn't he? Where's Vitor? He's in the pits there. 3 into 1 didn't go into turn 8 there. They're changing the nose cone. They're having to change the tires as well. He's going to have to go on the hard tires. That is kind of no man's land there for the McLaren driver, Vitor. What a shame. Once again then in the race there, just hasn't gone at all well for Vitor. That is absolutely an incredible display there, but 3 into 1 didn't go there, and I think unfortunately that was going to be that was kind of like telegraph. Was it Glock going on the inside? Goodness me, very robust there from Glock. He is through and up into 12 for this. There's Ryan Matey dropping down to 13 for this there. I know this is going on the outside. Glock is through there, but Matey's going to go over and under, and Glock is through, and down in the 12th position then, and I think he's still got damage on that Red Bull, hasn't he? I think he has. I think he has got damage on that Red Bull. Let's just take a look there at the front nose cone. Let's have a look then. He does indeed. Then he has damage to the left-hand side. Then Glock does. But and look at Ryan Matey. He's having another look. Then coming into the final turn. Oh goodness me! He's got his spinner. He's spinning Matey as he's in the wall, and damaged the car there. Matey has so he has to spin it around there, and away he goes. Then light up the rear wheels there. Ryan Matey is, and away he goes. But unfortunately, he's damaged the car. And once again, these two are battling for lead. Then they're all starting to have a field spread now, isn't it? Glock has dropped down into third, but oh goodness me, look at that pony! Oh no, it's like this 0-0 who's through. He takes the lead of the Austria Grand Prix. Fantastic. Free overtakes of the season for 0-0 here today. He's a man who's not shy of going for an overtake. Glock has dropped down the order. I think now I'm not sure if there's a major problems for that Red Bull. What a shame there for Glock. He was having fantastic first out of the race, but until now it's just gone completely wrong. That's it for Glock. He's dropped to a second behind it. 0-0 has had a fantastic race. Poorly ordered on a fantastic race. I've enjoyed this from start to finish. This has been brilliant. We've still got 16 laps to go in the Austrian Grand Prix. Let's breathe. Let's take stock, shall we? We're on lap 20 out of 36 then. 0-0 leads the man who's on pole position there and is still leading the race. It sounds a bit like status quo, really, doesn't it? But it's been anything but, hasn't it? Second position is poorly on. Andre is in third position. He's 5 seconds away from the two leaders at the moment, and they've been battling tooth and nail there. That's been absolutely incredible. So that just shows the pace, doesn't it? FIFA in fourth position. He's done 19 laps on those medium tyres. As Glock has got a penalty for speeding in the pit lane, and he's going to put on a set of medium tyres. Glock is as well. Fifth position is Smithy, doing a great job. Smithy is in his debut. He's done 19 laps. Well, similar strategy to FIFA B. Fantastic stuff. Drop in sixth position. Then Michael also in seventh position as well. Ghost Recon eighth. Great stuff indeed. Then ninth position is Iceman. 10th is Ray Torres on the hard tyres. There's only a handful of drivers on the hard tyres, isn't it? The other man is Jake Wilson and also V Todd as well. Alhan and Kingston were on the hard tyres because unfortunately they had to come in the pits there for unscheduled stops. So didn't they? Droff is now all over the back, all over the gearbox of Smithy D as we're on board. Then Drofford's going up the inside. He passes Smithy D. He is through and up into fourth position, and away he goes then. And of course then Smithy D dropping down into fifth position as well. Mike in sixth position. We've got Ghost who's good in seventh position. We've got a yellow flag. That's a Toro Rosso. That's Kings. Oh goodness me. And well, he's unfortunately facing the wrong way there. He's trying to recover. Kings on a woeful day out there, isn't he? Into the pits there comes FIFA. He's gone onto soft tyres until the end of the race now with 15 laps to go. Kingston is having oh goodness me. Oh no, I see it's McLaren now. My apologies. Ryan Matey who is came in the pits there as well. Alhan is past. He's passed Jake Wilson. He's moved up into 11th position. Good stuff indeed there. Iceman is also dropped down into 8th position with Ghost Recon moving up in the 7th position. Fantastic stuff out there. Been brilliant, hasn't it? Really has said. Lap 21. Kingston is retired from the race. Said I got to say I feel sorry for Kingston. He's had a very difficult day, hasn't he? In both qualifying and the race, so that's such a shame. And Smithy's in the pit set, and I've got to say, I've been saying this time and time again, Smithy's on a fantastic race out there. Hats off to Smithy, brilliant stuff there from the race and point driver, very strong indeed. They're very cool and calm, as cool as a cucumber. Mike is staying out there, so he's the highest he's the highest man starting the medium tyres. About yellow flag. There's a problem for someone. Who is it? I don't know. I'm not sure who it is, but it's Kingdom's car there, just having some issues there. Oh goodness me, then FIFA now going up the inside. He passes Wilson. He moves up into 12th position. Good stuff. We've also got Ghost and Iceman going on the outside. Passes Ghost and away he goes. And Ghost is now dropped down to 7th position. Iceman is down. Iceman is up in the 6th position. Brilliant stuff. Then we're on board. Then he's going to go up the inside. He sighs up the inside indeed. Then oh goodness me, they're very close then. But Iceman then is on the outside. He's going to have the inside then for the next turn. Then we're on board with a Ghost at the moment. And look, there's Iceman. He goes on the inside. Is he going to go for another? No, he parks the car beautifully in the way, and he stops Ghost momentum. Now that is very nicely done there from Iceman. Very well done indeed. Then, and just taking a quick look up and down the field there as we're just watching Wilson there, who had such a good qualifying, but once again the race there just seems to fall away slightly towards the end, which is such a shame. It really is, isn't it? Once again the Ghost is gaining again on Iceman, and Mike is still out there. there at the moment, isn't it? I wonder if this is a bit of an experience on Mike's. Oh no, Iceman's off the track. He's off the track. He hasn't damaged the car now, and that is a very good save there from Iceman. Brilliant stuff there. Smithy has come out of the pits, and he is still in the points. Smithy is good stuff indeed there for Smithy. Fantastic debut for Smithy. Brilliant stuff. Serious Mushrooms on the inside of Razor. He is through up into 7th position there. Razor dropping down to 8th position. Both Williams just once again there. Qualifying doesn't. I think that what Silver proves is that qualifying doesn't really mean much, does it? They seem as in the races is where points counts, isn't it? Good stuff indeed there. Kelly saying, "Go on, me lad. Go on, Michael lad." There, very good stuff indeed there from Mike. Then he is in 5th position mode. He is, as I said, he's the highest runner on the medium compound tires. I'm wondering if he needs to come in now because he's probably losing a lot of time to the guys he's racing behind him, and I think he's given himself away a lot of racing to do in the final stage race. We've only got 12 laps to go, and we're on board with Smithy D at the moment, and doing a fantastic job, isn't he? And the Iceman just in front of us as well. Then he had a half a spin at last month then, and into the VTOL left for session there. VTOL then, who's had a fantastic qualifying once again then. Unfortunately, it's just not come to fruition then. So Mike is in and out. He's on the soft compound tires, and away he goes then, and he's just dropping down the order as well then. So where's he going to come out? He's going to come out in 30th position there with Glock just behind him then as well. So that's a big that's going to be a big ask, isn't it? Is that Smithy D now going up the inside? He's up into 8th position. Smithy D, this is a fantastic drive from the debutant car 95. He is brilliant. He is flying out there. Well done indeed then. And with Kelly also saying, "Go on to Smithy, get in lad." He's doing a fantastic job, isn't he? And look at Serious Mercer there, who's dropped down to 7th position, but I think that was a wild one from Razor, and Razor has dropped down into 7th position again. Now Serious Mercer moving up into 6th position. Brilliant stuff then. Razor's on the hard tires then, so he's going to later on this race, and I feel that he might come back to him, but yellow flag, and what, that's a McLaren. I think that's a it's up. That's Ryan Matey who's gone off the track there. I thought it was VTOL. It's Ryan Matey who's gone off the track, and again another man who's had a fantastic qualifying. It's just gone all bad. And into the pits comes Serious Mushroom. Serious Mushroom is in the pits for some reason, and just as I was saying how good the Williams guys were doing, and Serious Mushroom is making an unscheduled stop, I believe, because I don't think those medium tires are done just yet. So we're on board from now. Al Hannes made it back in the top 10 after what's been a nightmare opening stint now. No, this is just going on so soft tires then, so it's more of a change of strategy. Mike is back up to 12th position. Fantastic stuff from Mike. Really good stuff indeed. Really good stuff going back then to these battles up here. This is great stuff. Look at this. Smithy, we're on board with Smithy. He's a talent, isn't he? This man is. He's in 7th position at the moment, and he's having a look at Razor. Razor, of course, is on the hard tire. 3-10 to a second back at the moment. Double and Poorly Orange at the moment then, as they're now starting to resume their battle with 10 laps to go then. I think that they was just being nice to me and just letting me recover. And now Poorly Orange got a 3-second penalty there, but he is a 10th for a second then. He needs to get in front of Double Zero now and pull away. I can't remember if Double Zero had it. Oh my goodness me, that's the battle for the lead then. And look at this, and it's double as Poorly Orange there is up the outside. We're back on board. Oh goodness me, there's also a bit of a love kiss as Poorly Orange there gets through and is taking the lead then of the Austrian Grand Prix. What a race! I always say in Silver that he's got to go to the inside. He is on the inside. Oh, he's going to go in too deep then. Oh, he's on the grass there, and the Poorly Orange is back through and retakes the lead here in Austria. Absolutely fantastic, absolutely incredible here in Austria. Wow. And this has been a brilliant race. Smithy is now up into 6th position. He passes Razor. Oh, Razor's coming back at him, and Smithy there gives him just about enough room there. Very good awareness there, and he is through. Iceman has also come back at him as well, but look at that, FIFA Beefy, it's all over the back of Iceman. Iceman is trying to cover after that half spin in turn 1 there. Luckily he didn't damage his front wing, but he's now on the back foot, isn't he? Look at this kill card. So we've got Smithy, Razor, Iceman and FIFA all in the same shot. Mike is now all over the back of Wilson as well, and Wilson on the hard tires. Alhan has done 24 laps on those hard tires. He's since coming in the pits, and he hasn't really he hasn't changed his tires, has he? Alhan hasn't. He's going to be really struggling towards the end of this race there, isn't he? Oh, it's Wilson there just cutting him off there out of the middle part there as well. So Jake Wilson there is currently in 11th position, and then just outside the points now. Not battling yet. They're not battling for points there. Oh, as I'm looking at this, they're coming back on the inside. Then Double Zero, Poorly Orange is on the outside. Paulie Orange love the inside then into the next curb, and oh my goodness me, he's got so much confidence out that corner. Brilliant stuff. Mike is up into 11th position. 00 takes the lead of the Austrian Grand Prix. Fantastic stuff indeed then. Wow, this lead has come backwards and forwards in this race. This has been an absolutely clinicum race, and that's the wow. They've had some marbles out, but this has been absolutely fantastic, stellar stuff. But this has been brilliant, and this has been ALR silver tonight, hasn't it? 8 laps to go in this Austrian Grand Prix, and we still don't know who's going to win this race. We still don't know who's going to be second. We still don't know who's going to be third. We still don't know who's going to be in the points. And anything can happen there. We've just 8 laps to go around Austria, and he's a Paulie Orange there. I think where's it? Oh, he's had a tap. He's had a tap on the rear there, but 00 there, just keeping it as calm as just keeping it as cool as a cucumber, isn't he? And now then coming down into turn 3 down, he's got 7/10 of a second gap at the moment, so we leave him 2 for the moment, as because we have got all kinds of action and mischief on behind at the moment. This is the closest battle on track at the moment between Smithy, between Razor, between Iceman, and we're on board with FIFA, who's in 9th position as well. Glock has got a 3-second penalty. Glock currently out of the points at the moment. There's the started 14th, had a crack and drive up into the top end of the points there. Unfortunately, an Iceman there misjudged his breaking point, nearly went to the back of Razor, and now FIFA's gone up and under, and away he goes then as well. Then let's look at this end, and now he is up in the 8th position. FIFA's, he's on fresher, softer tyres, and now his next target is Razor. Smithy hasn't actually gone hasn't actually pulled away yet, though, has he? He's still it's a bit like he's still in the clutches there of Razor, which I'm quite surprised by. I wonder if Smithy's a bit hard on these soft tyres, perhaps. Then it's a bit of a skill, isn't it? Because the soft tyres, you hear a couple of the other drivers there saying that they are better on the medium tyres, they're better on the soft tyres, better on the hard tyres. It's incredible, isn't it? It's not just about Pirelli rubber, is it? It's also about the compounded tyre as well. And just in front of us is V-Top. Then I thought that was actually Ghost Recon. Then I was quite surprised to see that. Look at this FIFA Beefy there, just coming out from underneath the rear wing, underneath the slipstream there of Razor, coming up in turn 1. Oh, and look at this then. I'm thinking run through the Ferrari, and now he's through, and up in the 7th position. We've also got Mike, who's in the points then. Al Hannes dropping down. Oh, he's in the pits then. Al Hannes, as those tyres I think are done and dusted then. Razor dropping down to 8th position. Iceman then is in 9th position there, and Mike is in the top 10 for the Ferrari. Brilliant stuff. Ferrari have really struggled this season to get some points, but at the moment they've got both cars running in at the top 10, which is absolutely music to the to both Ferrari's drivers' ears. I am sure that back to this battle here, which has been the battle for lead, has been absolutely fantastic, hasn't it? Brilliant stuff all the way up and down the field. Then I'd say I was going to say earlier, really every silver race I say oh, this is the best race in silver, isn't it? But then I've changed my mind again. I think this is the best race in silver. Brilliant stuff again then, and they come up into got up into turn 2. Of course, it's such a simple track, isn't it? But my goodness me, it produces so much great racing, doesn't it? Absolutely fantastic stuff. It really is indeed. That is as we're just on board then with the Renault, and this is Iceman at the moment then, and in front of us is the Ferrari. Then look at this, is FIFA Beefy is now FIFA Beefy, and Danny is no FIFA Beefy and Smithy, I apologise, is just pulling away at the moment as well, as now Ryan Matey is in front. Both McLarens are on a miserable day at the moment, isn't it? A very miserable day in the McLaren team now. Whoa, kitten, as just on board then once again. Weissman accelerates now turn 2. I think that he's got 70 lap old medium tyres, 18 lap old hard tyres there for the Ferrari, and in the background now you're going to see a flash of red, and that is Mike, who is in 10th for this moment, doing a fantastic job out there. Serious Master is also on much younger rubber, and look at this, and he is now making a serious attack on Wilson. Wilson's on the outside. Is Wilson going to yield? No, he hasn't, but there is. Oh, Wilson has spun it, and oh dear, Wilson there as he come back on track as well, and I think that was Glock there just getting through. Oh dear, and look at this, coming back through is Paulie Orange has taken the lead again. 00 is you can see, look at the momentum that Paulie Orange has got there. This is incredible stuff. Paulie Orange has 2 lap younger tires. Look how close they're getting. Look how close they're getting. He's on the inside. Paulie Orange is on the outside. 00 is through. Oh, I thought he's going to drift into him then. This is incredible stuff. Once again, 00 is so good on this corner here, isn't it? And look at this once again, sweeping through and taking the lead back. Then he's got 5 laps. He's got 5 laps to hold on for. It's going to be the longest 5 laps in 00's life at the moment. This is a fantastic race all the way around this. Alhan's got the fast lap of the race, but unfortunately that is not going to get him a point at the moment. You have to be in the top 10 to get the fast lap, don't you? As Coming around to complete lap 32, lap 31 out of 36, and look at this, and he's trying to break the slipstream, isn't he? He can sense that Mercedes there, and he's got to have a lunge up the inside, but not at the moment, and it's 00 there, holding his line. Yellow flag is there's a problem in, it's Glock's had a problem, he is slowing, the champion of silver is slowing down, he's having an appalling race today, and that is a shame now for Glock there, isn't it? He has dropped down to 14th position there, it's really gone wrong in the second half of the race, hasn't it? We've also got Feet for Beefy and Smithy, and now starting to come into close combat. Same with Iceman, but look at this! Oh my goodness me! Oh, they've made contact! They've made contact, although they're getting too close for comfort there, and that was very close to our thought they were going to spin each other. Paul just taking the lead here in Austria. Iceman is up into 8th position then with Razor down in 9th position. Of course, Razor having an identity crisis here tonight, and he is now driving under the skies of Danny, isn't he? And look at Paulie Orange there, he is trying to break the slipstream, isn't he? Ryan Mates has got a 5-second penalty, that's a big slap on the wrist there, isn't it, for the McLaren driver. Glock is back in the pits, and once again having a miserable week, is the silver champion, isn't he? The first ever silver champion as well, lap 33 out 36, and who is going to win this Austrian Grand Prix? I have no idea then, this has been fantastic, back on board 00, the man who's in this home race, really put on the show, oh he did a double there, he's got on the inside, double on, Paulie Orange is on the outside, oh goodness me, they're giving him a good left tap as well, and he is through them, but now then he's going to have not going to have the momentum, is it, because Paulie Orange has got the momentum, but he has DRS 00 then, and now Paulie Orange is going to go for it, he's got a lunch, no not quite then, 00 keeps the lead then of the Austrian Grand Prix at the moment. Absolutely fantastic racing. FIFA Beefy is now getting very close to Smithy as well. Smithy is up into Iceman has started the session there. Oh no, Iceman was in 8th for this. He was getting some good points. That was 4 points there, wasn't it, for Iceman there? What a shame he's been robbed. And the Smithy and FIFA are very close. Oh goodness me, they're more than close. They're a whisker away from each other, aren't they? And now then Smith, now FIFA is past Smithy. He moves over to 6th position, and Smithy dropping down to 7th position then. But Smithy is still on course for some very good points there. Iceman needs to get back in his car as quickly as possible, where Mike is now hunting him down as well. Let's go back to the lead then, shall we? Oh my goodness me, there's less than a 10th of a second now, isn't it? It's looking at me, Sam, all over the back of that racing point. And look, I think that was Glock in the foreground as well. No, it was just B. I apologise. And now he's a bit too far back, I think, for Luttons there. Is he going to be a bit too far back going into turn 3? Turn 3 is such a difficult overtaking opportunity, isn't it? But my goodness me, these two are making it look so easy, aren't they? So easy. Yellow flag. That's an Alfa Romeo gone off. Oh, goodness me. And it's getting very robust. Oh, he's lost him off, and he's in the wall. He's in the wall. Oh, no. It was getting very feisty there. 00 is in the wall. He's damaged the car in this home Grand Prix. It's gone all wrong here. It's gone all wrong for the Austrian driver. I think FIFA's also come across as well. Mike is in 8th position. Fraser's back on 7th. Smithy is in 6th position. Oh, goodness me. Iceman, I'm not sure he's back in his car yet, but he's dropping down serious measures in 10th position as well. Oh, goodness me. Paulie Orange leads by 10 seconds from Andre in 2nd position. Droffer in 3rd. 4th position is 00. On board of 00 now as he's got damage to his car. Is he coming in the pits? And he is coming in the pits at 00. We're on lap 35 out of 36 then in this race as well, as he's got a 5-second penalty. I think that's very much frustration there on the racing point there, isn't it? What a shame he's out of the race, 00 is. And what a disappointing way to end that race there. Whilst FIFA Beefy, he's trying to get himself back into a rhythm there. His new serious mushroom there is it's in 10th position now. Iceman there in 11th position. Alham might get some points at the moment, isn't it? Because remember, you have to be in your car. Paulie Orange is 10 seconds in front at the moment then. Sorry guys, let me catch up on your comments, shall we? Of course, I haven't actually read any comments since Light's gone out, and that was actually about an hour ago. We got Light saying Lights out, and of course I think Lights is also commenting on the crash with who was it? With Fran, wasn't it? That was a big old smash there, wasn't it? Forza was saying a Beefy said it gives some good traction down out of turn 1 into turn 2. Watch him out there, brilliant stuff indeed. Killian Delaney, commentary could be better. Well, give it a go, man. Fire shot there is saying it's good commentary, pal. Thank you, Fire shot. That's the most nicest thing you've ever said to me. As we've also got oh, thanks guys, nice defending there. As FIFA Beefy has dropped down into 9th position there with a serious mushroom up to 8th then. Glock is saying all for racing awareness there. As also we've said Kelly now cheering on Michael and Smithy. Jake is falling away. What's going on there? Yeah, Jake having a bit of a difficult race, isn't he? He was very good in qualifying. He's just not going for it. It's just not going on the race, is it? What a shame there. We've also got just got any points, and Iceman is doing it too. Sorry guys, I didn't read any of your comments at all through that race, but goodness me, it's because the racing on track has been fabulous. It really has. This is the last corner. No, that's the second to last corner. This is the last corner, and Paulie Orange is going to win his first race in silver. An absolutely fantastic drive, 4-win there from Paulie Orange. His first race win in the ALR silver. Second position is Andre, and Andre in a very good second position. Yeah, the man who's second in the championship is second in the race today as well. That's a Red Bull going off the track as well. Ghost has had a fantastic drive once again then in 4th position there again then. I think that he's been brilliant, hasn't he? Fantastic stuff here from Ghost. Coming through the final turn as well. And Glock there is, I think, just doing a celebratory donuts. He should have done it in Spain there. So that was my fault as well. Here comes Smithy coming through to finish a fantastic 4th position. Smithy, fantastic. Razor in 6th position. 7th position is Mike then. Brilliant stuff from Smithy. I'm loving that. That's fantastic. 8th position is Serious Mushroom. Alhan is going to come through to finish 9th there because what's happening to FIFA's dropping down into 10th position. Those are the point scores. Unfortunate for Jake in 11th position. Iceman in 12th position. And Glock there is just doing some donuts in 15th position as well. Just be 14th LPE. Sorry, just be 13th LPE 14th. And that was the end of the race then as well. My goodness me. As explained, saying that crash was long in the making. There, both were getting were given less and less space there. Yeah, they really were, weren't they? As it was getting very feisty towards the end, and between those two, it was fantastic racing. But yeah, I think I believe explains it exactly right. And they were just getting very, very feisty indeed. Then, and as thank you to all the views out there tonight. My goodness me, we had an average of 25 in that race. Fantastic stuff, guys. Brilliant stuff indeed. Then, I absolutely love that race. I gotta say then, I say it's every race, but that was my favourite silver race. That was brilliant stuff there. And look at that then, Paulie Orange taking his first victory, I reckon his first victory of many here tonight as well, because that was his first victory in silver, and I think that he is going to go on and have an incredible career. Really good stuff indeed then. And hats off to Smithy. Not only did he have an incredible debut, but he also had no penalty either. If it's worth anything, Smithy, my driver of the day then. Anyway, let's take a look at the classification then from the Austrian Grand Prix, shall we? Unfortunately, Iceman's internet dropped out. What a shame. Paulie Orange there won the race. Second, this was Droffer from 10th to 2nd. Brilliant stuff. Andre in 3rd position. Smithy 4th. Well done. Ghost 5th. Radar 6th. Mike 7th. Sirius 8. Alhan 9th. FIFA in 10th position. Jake Iceman just beat LP Glock and Mighty in 6th position. 00 VTOG Kingdom and Fran all retired from the Austrian Grand Prix then. Fantastic stuff indeed then. Glock saying Glock is not happy about what happened today. That is, it was getting very tough indeed. Then, and I think we got a Droffer in the commentary booth at the moment. Then, and Droffer, I got to say, unfortunately, I didn't see much of you today. But once again, you're just the man that floats under the radar and just gets it done. Another second position. Really, you're really coming on song now.
I'm like a cockroach, mate. I just don't go away.
Goodness me, I'm gonna always check my shower now. But I gotta say, that's another good podium as well. You're tantalisingly close now from the win. Then, do you reckon you can get it with the final 5 or 6 races to go?
It depends if Glock starts last again. If he starts last, maybe, yeah.
No, so I think that's an open invitation. He's had a bit of a difficult race today as well. But yeah, you didn't again in qualifying. I think you started 10th in the end, didn't you? Did you feel you just couldn't get the tires up to temperature?
No, I messed up my own Q3 lap. I should have been 3rd or 4th after my first 2 qualifyings. It was too slow. and then the rain ruined my other lap. But my own fault again. But we'll take a nice recovery for another podium. Can't complain.
Do you think if you qualified higher up the order, do you reckon you would have been in the fight for the race wins day? Kind of put yourself in the middle between 00 and Poorly.
Yeah, they're both faster than me, but obviously with their fighting, holding each other up, never know what could have happened.
Really
I'll
good.
take second either way. I'll take that.
Really good, 17. You're really strengthening that hold on second position, which, by the way, you did enlighten me last week that my mask was completely out. And Glock was the champion. But now it gets into little numbers, so I'm all right. You're now strengthening yourself there on second position then. How do you feel you're going to be able to keep second with all what's going on? They're all snapping behind you, snapping at your heels at the moment behind you, though.
Yeah, second should be pretty much wrapped up now with Hunter not racing at the moment and ALR having a bad race and YBR doing his bit for the NHS. It should be okay.
Good.
Little gap.
Good stuff indeed then, feeling comfortable. Well, thanks for joining me in the commentary box, Drop. I don't think we've got anyone else in the commentary box, have we? Because I looked down when I was just reading the comments there. So, if anyone else in the commentary box, shout now forever, hold your peace. Excellent. Right then, thank you all for joining us tonight. It's been absolutely fantastic stuff here in silver. Again there, I've changed my mind. This is now my favourite race in silver. Brilliant stuff. Can bronze do the same with tomorrow night as we're going for round 3 in bronze? Bronze have had some fantastic races in the first 2 races. Are they going to make it a hat-trick of races? Find out tomorrow at 7:30 UK time. See you.